Learn how to set up your comment codes in your gradebook for Robinson Secondary School. We have 7 comment codes: missing, excused, not yet graded, absent, late, regraded, and completed activity. The missing comment code must contain a 50 in the not scored value column. CTs have an option of assigning a 10% late penalty. If your CT chooses that, you'll have a 10 in the penalty box, or it'll be blank if you decide not to assign a penalty. And then missing mark. When you say yes under missing mark column, that means that the missing mark will display in any progress report that you generate and send home to parents. So if something is not missing, you don't want that to display. So we recommend that you only select yes for the missing mark comment code. To begin setting up your comment codes, go to Gradebook and then Gradebook Setup. On the right of the 4 tabs, go to Gradebook Comments. From here, we are going to adjust the county comment codes to be the Robinson specific comment codes. So as you can see, missing is 1, and all this does is change the order in the drop-down menu. Assign 4 to absent. Assign 5 to the comment code late. Extra credit we're going to replace with the comment code excused and make that number 2. Language, we're going to replace that one as well with the comment code not yet graded. Fix my typo here. Make that 3. Then we're going to change incomplete to regraded, and that is going to be comment code number 6. Then we're going to save this and come back to it. One thing that's a little unusual about comment codes is you can't delete them. So even though we typed over extra credit, notice that it's still there and language is still there. What we're going to do is we are just going to bump them down the list by changing their sequence numbers. So I'm going to assign the numbers 8, 9, and 10 to the comment codes that we're not going to use at Robinson Secondary School, and then I'm going to hit save. Then you notice they will be reordered. Since we aren't going to use extra credit, language, and incomplete at Robinson, we're going to hide those. So to do that, once you create the comment code, you click on secure in the comment and then just do a hide, and it will hide it for the 3 classes that come up in your display here. We have one more comment that we need to add. So hit new and then type in the title. So we need the comment code completed activity. The sequence number for this is going to be sequence number 7. And go ahead and click insert. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to edit each comment code so that it has the correct settings in the columns. For the missing comment code, we need to make sure that the not scored value is 50. Set missing mark to yes and make sure the comment code says MI. Removed when scored should also say yes. For excused, everything is blank. Missing mark should say no. EXC is the code that you put in, and removed when scored should say yes. And then for not yet graded, all we're going to do there is put in the comment code of NYG, and then removed when scored, we're going to make that say yes. Okay, next let's work our way across the absent row. The first thing we need to do is click the pencil to edit, and then we're going to get rid of the 0. We can't give a 0 for being absent. Missing mark is up to the CT to decide. We recommend that missing mark be a no, but some CTs have had a discussion where using a yes is warranted. Under removed when scored, make sure that you keep that as no. It's a good way to keep track of absences. Now we're going to set up late. Under penalty, this is where CTs have the option of either leaving it blank or to put it in as 10%. And it's actually possible to put in 2 late comments if you have differing ways that you're marking late with differing CTs. Okay, so we'll look at that later. So the next one we're going to do is regraded. The comment code there is RG. And for each one of the 3 that we just did, remove when scored should be set to no. Then for completed activity, make sure that that's number 7. Not scored values blank. You need to select no, and then CA for completed activity, and then remove when scored, leave it as no, and then hit save. If you are on 2 different CTs and the CTs are dealing with late penalties differently, it is possible to set up 2 different late penalty codes. The difference is, under the comment code, if you make one with all caps and the other one with a capital first letter and a lowercase second letter, it'll take both comment codes. So how do you get them to display for particular classes? Click on the Secure Comment button, and then I'm going to hide the 10% late penalty in my regular English class. So I'm going to hit save. Then I am going to go into my late penalty, or the late code without the penalty, and we are going to hide that in the honors class. And then what'll happen is when you're in those classes, only that option will show up for you when you're trying to put in the comment code, which I think is kind of nice. Okay, staff, here's the last thing. Remember those 3 comments at the beginning that we can't use? Extra credit, language, and incomplete? We can hide those. So let me show you how to do that. Click on Secure Comment, and then under the overall category, just click Hide and hit Save. So I'm going to go through and do that for all 3 of them, the extra credit, comment code, language, and incomplete. And once I get those hidden, I'm going to go up to the Options button and uncheck the Show Hidden box, and then I just have my Robinson comment codes that I will be using in my gradebook. Hope this was helpful.